Coming up on this edition of Future Drive, we'll take a look at the next big thing in electric cars and check out a few automotive wonders that are paving the way towards self-driving cars. Everyone's heard of electric cars. You plug them in and you drive them around without ever having to gas up. That's the great part. Well, something a little bit different is emerging. These cars still run on electricity, but they use hydrogen to make that electricity. This is called a fuel cell. It creates electricity through an electrochemical process rather than pulling power from the grid. Now, there are various types of fuel cells. This one is hydrogen. In fact, even NASA uses fuel cell technology. The problem with plug-in electric cars is that their real eco-cleanliness kind of depends on where the electricity is generated. With a hydrogen-powered car, the compressed hydrogen is the fuel source. For example, this Toyota uses a fuel cell to generate energy, and the only tailpipe emission is water vapor. In fact, that water is so pure, it's like it came directly from a big fluffy cloud. This technology isn't really new. The first experimental cars running on hydrogen date back to the 1800s. The 1970s saw a resurgence of the tech, including a Cadillac that drove in a presidential inauguration and a Brigham Young University experimental Volkswagen Beetle. Today, several automakers have actual hydrogen-powered cars that you can buy or lease. However, most can only be had in the western part of the US because there are only a few hydrogen refueling stations. The cost of hydrogen is about $14 per kilogram, or that would be similar to $6 per gallon when compared to gasoline. For the few cars that are available now, the cost of hydrogen is covered as part of the price. But what's the big advantage of using hydrogen as a fuel? Well, first, it's a naturally occurring element, although it does have to be compressed to be useful. But secondly, fuel cells are very reliable and quiet, and they can be refueled quickly. The cost of the car is a little on the high side, but not unobtainable. While the purchase price is close to $60,000, most of these cars can be leased for less than $400 per month, or about the same as a mid-size gasoline-powered SUV. Is there a fuel cell-powered car in your future? It's becoming more likely every year. Check out Future Drive next time when we explore state-of-the-art hybrids and cars that use sensors to park themselves.